Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another live stream. We're back in our colony, doing a little more play with the oil upgrade for oxygen not included. This is again in the beta branch, so it's not completed yet. So we'll probably run into some bugs. We found a couple last time that were a little bit interesting. Nothing that was really game breaking for us, but just some stuff that made things maybe a little bit odd. We had some issues with some names and things, and this weird little pocket of water down here that created a waterfall, and it made it look like the water level was going down. But when we broke up the bug, it expanded rapidly and we had a big swimming pool. So it's been a lot of fun playing around with the new update so far. I'm loving all the little tweaks and stuff they have in it. And it seems to be that they've added a lot of nice little character to the game. So I'm really looking forward to playing some more. Today, I'm kind of hoping we can dig our way down and maybe find our way to some oil. We started that progress a little bit at the end of the last stream to try to dig down here. Actually, there's a nice big pocket of algae right there. So we started last time digging our way downward. We built a couple of these environmental suits that they can use to go out into the wilderness and hopefully last a little bit longer. They can go into areas that would normally not be survivable. All in all, the colony's in pretty decent shape, except for the fact they let us run out of food. But that'll be rectified relatively quickly. I do have this the micro musher set as a priority for them, so they'll produce some food, and we'll get kind of caught up that way. Welcome to everyone that's here in the chat. Those of you who were here early. There was actually some people I saw that were like waiting like 6 hours beforehand. It said there were like 8 people waiting for the stream. I mean, that's dedication right there. Oh, thank you very much, Chevy101MC. Thanks very much for sponsoring the channel. That gets us up to actually 9 total sponsors already, and with one more sponsor, we'll have another custom emoji. So I uploaded an emoji of Kazi's face because I know we had talked about that in the Discord previously. So we have 2 custom emojis now that people who sponsor the channel can use. And as it continues to grow, we'll continue to get some more custom emojis as well. As I mentioned, I'm going to set up a channel in the Discord so that anyone who's interested in voting can vote on the different emojis that we'll get access to. That way I'm not just picking them all. There probably might be some that I'll pick because I just think they're cool and I want to use them. But otherwise, I think it would be really cool if you guys kind of got to pick them and give that input as well. If you're not currently connected to the Discord and you do like to chat, I chat on there with a number of people periodically. It's there's a number of regulars that are there also. The link for that is actually in the description of the video below, so you can find it there. Hello, Dead Logan. How are you? Jack Cantus. Kazi's here. Oh, I meant to hold on a second. I'm just gonna collapse my video for just 1 second here. I meant to make a small tweak for Kazi. There we go. Forgot to do it beforehand. Alright, so we're going to try and dig our way down and find some oil today. Hopefully we'll finish out the research that we had available to us. I think there's quite a bit of the tree we actually managed to get through in that first stream. I'm kind of impressed because they added it a lot. Or at least they split it up a lot. So there's all these different options to pick from now. And a few new things in there that we didn't have before either, which is kind of neat. Improved plumbing. Oh, okay, that's just the insulated pipes and hydro switches. Fossil fuels I'm not really worried about again. We don't have access to oil just yet. So this whole branch I'm probably going to leave to last. Let's research agriculture so I can get access maybe to the fertilizer synthesizers and the refrigerator. Today we've been storing our food down here in this little pocket of CO2, and ooh, I'm not producing very much oxygen here. I don't remember the oxygen level getting that low. Huh. It's probably something to keep an eye on. We don't want a whole bunch of dead monsters, or a bunch of dead duplicates again. Eliastar, thank you so much for sponsoring. That gets us up to 10 and unlocks another emoji. So in time for the next stream, I'll get something we can vote on up there, and then we can get another emoji, and that's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so we got another crop of food, so they'll be at least be able to produce some of that. I don't think the low calories are going to be a problem. There's a bit of a balance, a little bit of balance there. If I'd left it a little bit longer, they probably would have started to really starve, and that would have been bad. They're not really cleaning up the mess that's down here because all of my storage containers up here are full, so I should probably make another row of these. Just so we have some space to store some things. Actually, is there any germs in that slime? There is. I gotta be careful of that. Do a little tile wall here, a little tile floor. There we go. So we'll put some more storage containers in there. Ultimately, I'll probably end up sealing this off the way I did before. Now, it doesn't seem like the germs are nearly as much of a problem as they used to be. Michael Frank, thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. That's amazing. Dark Mel #1, thank you as well. Wow, this is awesome. Thank you all of you who are supporting the channel. That's amazing. All of you who watch and all of you who choose to click on the sponsor button. That's amazing. All right, so today I really want to find the oil. Now the trouble is going to be, I happen to know the oil is really dangerous. The area that it's in is something like 100 degrees Celsius. So when you go down there, your duplicates are really going to get scorched. I thought I had seen something to the effect that The forge suits have like an overheat or a melting temperature of 75. No, scalding threshold 729 degrees Celsius. So they'll be fine as long as they're wearing this. But these Atmos suits are going to be pretty much the only thing we're going to be able to use when we're down there in order to keep our duplicates from getting hurt. If we look at the ones that are in here, I can't get it. It's funny, you can't really click on the suit to see how it's charged up and stuff. They've got the little bar indicator here, but I'm not sure whether that shows oxygen or power, because it needs both. Maybe it's the oxygen. I'm not sure. What I have noticed is that the duplicates that go out of the colony in that little exosuit, they don't really seem to leave it on very long. They'll go short distances and then they kind of run back. And I don't know if it's because they always have to go to the bathroom or they suddenly decide they're hungry or it just doesn't hold very much oxygen or what the case might be. But nevertheless, it's been fun. Those little suits are super cute. So for the people that are asking about how you sponsor, there should be a button above the chat that says sponsor. You just click on that. You'll get a pop-up. I think it's like $4.99 a month. To do the sponsorship, and then it'll like walk you through the process for doing the payment or whatever. But it should just be a button that's above the chat, or if you're watching this video after the stream, there's on gaming.youtube.com, there's a button there that's there all the time. Okay, so for our next batch of stuff, I think maybe we'll get into the healthcare. I mean, and I'll also actually go into the plumbing. Just do the whole branch of plumbing stuff there. Now we don't have to think about it. So, they're really busy doing, like, a lot of stuff. But not necessarily anything I've told them to build. They're just running around doing all the normal maintenance activities. Oh, wait. What do we got over here? There was a very small patch that came out the other day, and I wondered what they did with it. And apparently, it looks like they fixed one of the bugs. So, when we tried to put Ladies Game 2 on this neural vacillator last time, and it didn't work at all. And apparently, as soon as we loaded back in, she ran over and jumped in the chair. So let's complete this activity. Complete neural process. Let's see. Sunny disposition. I swear, that is like... that's the only trait I get. I always get sunny disposition. I mean, it's great because it's good for their... Oh, and she peed on the floor. Well, I did leave her in there for a while, I guess, in fairness. And it is already in the swamp biome, so it's already full of polluted oxygen. I guess that's not really that big of a deal. But always with the sunny disposition. At least she'll be happy. I'm going to change some priorities here a little bit. I want them to dig all this stuff out and get it set up for me. So we'll just set that at 6, and I'm going to set the one down here at a 6 too, and we'll see if we can get this ladder built down. Now, I know that the oil layer is apparently just above the lava layer, so it's going to be kind of a long way down. And we'll have to be a little bit careful of how much the heat and stuff, and how long the suits last on the way down there and that sort of thing. I'm really hoping we can go like way down there, but my experience has not been that so far. They can run down here, they dig a tiny bit, and then they run back inside. But it could be that I don't have any storage containers for them either, so they're having to run... maybe when they're digging, they're running all the way back to store things. I'm not really sure. I'm going to put some out here, maybe. Maybe something just to kind of shorten the distance that they have to run, if that's what the issue is. Somebody think your suits might not have all oxygen in them. Look at their air thing beside it. It says the time to time that it doesn't have air to push out. Yeah, well, this isn't really an optimal setting. You know, I've got this gas pump just sort of grabbing air from the main part of the colony, and that's actually why we probably depleted the oxygen that was up here. It's got a fair amount, but it's not. I don't think it's moving like full pipe loads. No, see, these aren't full loads of like 10 kilograms. Although it's all backing up down here. It should be fine. I don't know. I wonder if it's this little thing over here. We've got like a weird little extension. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's air going in there. Okay, hold on. Let me deconstruct the gas pipes that are over here and see if maybe those are a problem. It could just be that the suits are full, so it's not pushing any oxygen in, but I guess we'll find out. They last a long time. Yeah, I have to see. I might just have to change my piping here so the oxygen goes in better, because they never seem to wear them for very long. Pretty gas, but oxygen in a suit, the suit storage will break. Yeah, that's true of anything, yeah. But I mean, the only gas that I have up there right now is oxygen anyway, so... Eventually, I'm going to need to set some sort of like a little oxygen supply room up for these. Like if I could put something in here, for example, I could just have a small little oxygen generator and then just have it grab it and send it down into the suits, and that way it would get to max pressure and then would only run when it actually needed to pump air in. Yeah, see again. Put the suit on, run out, did something really tiny, ran back in, put the suit back away. So I'm gonna try tweaking the piping here, and maybe that's the issue. Maybe we've got a problem here with the way the pipes are feeding in. If I deconstruct the gas pipes that are here, just to see what happens. Let's tweak it around and see if this is what the deal is. If they will ever get down to doing it. We got caught up on food at least. We're back at like 10,000 kilocalories. Just not so bad. Eventually we're going to need to build some sort of additional power supply also. Yeah, so I know we do have a storage issue. So I have these down here. They finished digging this out for me, so I think I'm going to set priority 6 on making these storage containers. Now the funny thing is, they actually won't run out to the storage containers unless these suits are ready to go. They'll stop here and just not go past, which is kind of funny. And I'm going to deprioritize the ladder thing. I know I just did this, but I'll deprioritize this for now. And we'll worry about getting the storage sorted out down here. So maybe they won't have to run back into the colony all the time to put stuff away. Just came to say hello. Oh, thanks very much, Dead Logan. Thanks for popping into the stream. Have a good night. Insufficient oxygen notice. Yeah, it's because I think I've got the pipe disconnected right now. So if we go to ventilation. So I had them disconnect the pipes here. There we go. Why do I stream at such late hours? It's really just a function of my availability. So normally during the week I stream late because I have work and then I have family responsibilities. But it's really the family responsibilities that carry me into the evening. And it's the same thing, you know, tonight. I stream at 10 o'clock at night because that's generally when I can, like, my family's asleep and I've got that availability. I would like to stream earlier because I think it would work out better, but this is just what I could do. So the option was to not stream at all or stream late, so I chose to stream late. Hello, that writer chick. Welcome to the stream. Game crashes about cycle 70 and past something in the game makes it crash repeatedly. Oh, that really stinks. I'm hoping I don't run into that. I mean, we're only at cycle 32 right now, so if it lasts till cycle 70, that's already doing pretty well. Everybody is so busy in my colony. Just not necessarily doing the stuff I want them to. So they actually won't go out the door there, I don't think, until that oxygen's reconnected. Which means they won't build these storage containers, which means they're going to run around doing all kinds of other random things. Nope, no, they did go by. Nice. So, okay, so the one suit was alright. I must have oxygen connected to the one, just not the other. Where are you going now? I lost track of her. Did she go to the bathroom? Happened already in 2 basic versions. Oh, that stinks. Not enough dupes. Well, yeah, I mean, normally 10 dupes is generally where I like to stop because it's a pretty good balance. But I'm kind of sending them far afield right now. I'm trying to get them to go. Where no duplicant has gone before. And to do that, you know, it kind of requires them. I'm sort of fast tracking some activities that I might not otherwise. Has to do with the orders. When the dupe can go outside, the door might need to be powered. No, I don't think so. They go in and out fine. I've never powered the doors, but they're not finishing this pipe here either. Come on, sleepyheads, get up. There's work to do. In our room overlay here, you can see we do have a couple rooms set up. So we have our latrine, a couple of the barracks. Ultimately, I'd like to get a mess hall and a med bed set up. Or med bay, rather, but I'm not really ready for the med bay. What are we doing research-wise? No, they're still working on it. It'll be nice when we get the research done, too, because that's 2 duplicants that won't be spending their time focused on research. They can do other things. Again, they're not doing my activities. Alright, so they're building the storage up here. I need somebody to go down here. Build this ladder. I only have a couple of duplicants that are actually set up to go down there right now, I think. So this door is set up to only give access to 2 people. Ladies Game 2, Loki Tiber. Oh, there we go. All she did was pick some stuff up. Yeah, that's great. So, what? She ran down and picked up, I don't know, it was like some algae or something she grabbed, and then she ran back up top. That was crazy. See, they're going in and out so often, they're not making any progress. There we go. That's better. Oh, well, we got 1 block down. It's going to take a while. In the meantime, what else can we build up here that we don't have currently? So, I'm not in a super rush for the algae distiller because it seems like there's some big pockets. Slime gas on the left. Slime gas on the left where? Over here? I'm not going to dig into that, hopefully. Well, this, when we dig into this, we're going to get some polluted oxygen coming up. I probably should put a little oxygen filter up here. Maybe put a floor in here. We'll put a little oxygen, little deodorizer, just in case. I think the air pressure up here is high enough, it'll probably keep it down below anyway, but... Use that self-sustaining bathroom posted 7 months ago every time you play. Well, the trouble is, it doesn't really work now. The lavatory produces more wastewater than it takes in fresh water, so it's going to back up on you eventually if it hasn't already. You could still probably use something similar, but you'll have to have some kind of an offshoot that takes some of the clean water, or some of the dirty water and sends it out somewhere else. There's a ladder to 8, only 2 can build anyway. Yeah, that's fair enough. The 2 people have suits, we'll get them on priority, building the ladder down here. And then the rest of them can work on this. Now, I'd kind of like to get some more of these mushrooms planted. Copy settings. I don't even know how many I have. I should probably check that. Seeds. Fungal spores. None. Well, that's going to be super productive. Where's some more mushrooms? There's lots of mushrooms out here. Maybe I can send a duplicate who's not too busy out here. They can go play with this this puffed out here. And they can dig up some fungal spores for me at the same time. How's our germy situation? Yeah, it's actually not that bad. That could be much, much worse. We got a fair amount of fresh air in here because of these 2 little air deodorizers, which is nice. It is going well. Thanks for asking. Maybe we're setting up ore scrubber to stop slime lung going into the mushrooms. Yeah, I don't know if it carries in there. I guess there is a little bit. It's only going to be surface germs though, so realistically they can actually just disinfect it. This is full of carbon dioxide, and as long as it's not polluted oxygen in here, I think it'll probably be fine. Because it can't spread through the air unless it's polluted oxygen. Which means it'll only be surface germs. The ones that are dangerous for the slime lung are the ones that they actually breathe in. Once they become internal, that's where it becomes a scenario that gets them sick, but if it's just on the surface, you can still clean it. There's looking a little sparse in the middle of the base. Is it? Yeah, I mean, it's not awesome. It doesn't help that I'm pumping oxygen away over here. So I'm taking oxygen out of the core of the base and I'm pumping it into this little room. Which, like I said, is really not optimal. I probably should, now that they've got the suits ready down here, I'm going to deconstruct this vent so we stop wasting oxygen here, and then it will only pump the oxygen for the suits. Hopefully. That was weird. She did a little bit of work and then put the suit back on and ran back out. Did you just need a breather? Like, what's the deal? Does it just give any stats about the suit while they're wearing it? Let me see. Condition, 93. Stress. Bladder, 48%. She's going to have to go to the bathroom soon. I guess it doesn't give any suit stats while they have it on. It would kind of be nice if they did. I'd like to see a little bit more about that. Food poisoning, no. Nope. Nothing we can see about the suit. Oh, well. Get them crack goodies into Shroom's farm. Yeah. Oh, these here, yeah. Well, it's probably just more. There might be some more hatches in there. Might also be a case of these just being more seeds and stuff. And now that they've changed the farming around again, the meal ice just produces like an infinite amount of food. There's really nothing. I think you're really going to need to lack for when it comes to the meal ice. But I should actually set up a secondary farm. I think I'm going to set one up over here and see if we can grow a little bit more plant life in here, because we're not really getting enough meal ice out of the one little farm that I have. And not that I'm surprised by that, but I think it would be a good idea to just grow some over there. Actually, I normally make my rooms like 4 blocks high, but I'm going to make this one 3 blocks high so that I can make 5 blocks high in this room. And that way I can do paintings above the plants, and then we'll kind of get a good positive decor effect, because it's worked pretty well in here. To keep everything looking nice. Oh, and I need some more pictures over here, too. That made their storage room ugly. There we go. Oh, yeah, dupes out for a long period? That's awesome. Just grow mass mealwood. Yeah, well, I mean, I do like the mushrooms, though. They provide kilocalories a lot faster. And there's nothing wrong with growing them. I mean, you have to use slime or whatever to fertilize them, but it's not that big a deal. It's like, I see this as an added benefit. If I can get enough mealwood going that I can largely support the colony, then these are like an added bonus. So I think I dug up some mushrooms last time. Maybe they were left on the ground. No, I think I actually planted them. No, there is one down here, but they can't reach it or something? What is going on there? I don't understand why they wouldn't have gotten this. Let's sweep that up. So there's just the one there, I think. It seems that way anyway. It's funny that they didn't go plant it already. I mean, I gave it to him. What's he going to do with it? He ran right by where I want them to plant them, and he put it in storage. Maybe because there's no slime in here? I don't know. Hello, Dragonscape. Welcome to the stream, and welcome to your first stream, no less. Thanks for coming out to the stream, Phoenix Storm. Have a good night, or a good day, I guess, depending where you are. Regular farm tiles from mealwood, not as bad for decor as planter box. That is true, but the planter box does not require any fertilizer. So we can just stuff the mealwood in and let it go. Plus, this also gives me the ability later on if I want to put, like in here, if I want airflow tiles, in order to let carbon dioxide settle down, I can do that. And you can't do that with the farm tiles. I mean, you can leave gaps and then just have the airflow tiles in between, but I don't know. I just like I like the planter boxes. And you can counteract them with pictures anyway. Just watch your first stream on YouTube, and I think you can put more than 2 suits in a row. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody was saying on Reddit that they got 3 of them in a row. I wonder if I just had the oxygen set up a little bit messed up. I would like to experiment with that some more. I feel like I've broken apart this exosuit checkpoint like 4 times already. And if I take it away, then they won't even go out here to work on the ladder. So, I don't know. Oh, look, they finished it. Yeah! Okay, so we got a little bit more of a line of sight. Still nothing, though. Gotta go. We need to go deeper. So this is that game now. Alright, we'll send our ladder down here. And then I think I'll have them go across the water and dig down this way so I can try to avoid it. If I can. Do a little ladder here. Do a little digging this way. And then that should get them over to this point where they can dig down and dig all this out. And then we can send the ladder from here. I kind of want to be a little bit careful there. I'm going to leave 3 so that I don't flood them. I mean, I don't think it'll make a difference for them. Oh, little fart fish. So, those puffs are funny. I just think it's hilarious the way they fart out slime. Yeah, good luck on finding a geyser indeed. I haven't seen one yet. I'd like to find one. Especially a steam geyser, because having that source of water would be great. We only have that one little pool of water, and it's not necessarily all that big. Alright, so animal control, we got these trap things, but we can't make those until we have plastic, so I'm not super worried about that. Let's go with the HVAC, I guess. And then we'll have to get started on medical research, and I'll need to figure out where I'm going to put the medical bay. I guess I can put it over here by the supercomputer. That might work. Yeah, they're like flying fart fish. It's kind of funny. Research complete. So far, I'm really liking everything that's in this update. It feels really balanced. And like I said, we ran into some minor bugs, but whereas people were much more challenged with the Outbreak update when it came out because it felt like maybe some of the germs were a little unbalanced and they were super dangerous. This one feels really balanced. There's nothing that's really crazy. There's all kinds of cool new things to play around with. I'm curious to see how much tweaking they'll do ultimately before it comes out as the full version of this release, but plastic causes faster run speed. Yeah, so does actually all these surfaces do. So if you look at any of these, it has, well, unless they changed it, but it used to be increases duplicate run speed on the tile floor. And the mesh floors don't say that. But even a tile floor will increase the run speed. Apparently the plastic floors right now are working like a mesh tile, so liquids and gases are passing through them, and I don't know if that's the intended result, or if it's just a bug. But apparently that's what's happening. Ooh, plastic ladders have a disinfect feature. That's handy. Alright, we got a fair amount of CO2 built up down here. This is pretty good. Well, I mean, good in the sense that it's good for our garden. Maybe not good for the colony as a whole. It is going to build up to a point down here where we're going to need to start to skim some of it off. How do I want to handle that best? I think I'm going to put a little tile floor in here. Actually, I'm going to use airflow in this part. Do an airflow tile there, and then I'm going to dig out just a little section right here. So that we can put a couple algae terrariums there. It'll just knock back a little bit of the CO2 that builds up down there. You put a shower and wash basin in your suit room, germs are of no consequence any longer. Will they actually wash their hands in the suit as they go through, or do they wait until they get out? There's a little bit of germs in here, but they're kind of staying in the room. I guess I could put a basin here. They never did finish deconstructing this. They're so happy when they get the suit on. It's awesome. Mind you, I would be too. I want to run around on one of those. Have I played Ravenfield? No, I haven't. I saw it on... where did I see it? I think I saw it on itch.io. No. I can't remember where I saw that. Game Jolt, itch.io, something like that. Anyway, but no, I haven't played it. How am I managing the heat without any cold biomes nearby? Well, I'm not really producing a lot of heat, and that kind of helps. So right now, my only real heat production is from batteries, our algae deoxidizers, and a couple machines that are in here. So for the Mars part, it's not bad. I'm going to have to do insulation over here eventually, because just outside of here, things are a little toasty. A little toastier the farther you get. And I can see it is warming things up in here. But for the most part, it's not bad yet. Like I said, at some point later, I am going to have to try to tweak that a little bit. We'll get to a cold biome and find some Wheezeworts, and that'll help. We could go after the fruit bowl, but it's kind of swimming. Radius, it gives a +5 decor of the radius, but you can't take it. I want to be able to take the furniture. I think that would just be neat. Play the Steam version of Ravenfield, please. There's a Steam version? What are these? Fertilizer. Why are they not fertilizing? This has 1,250 kilograms of slime in it. This one has another 95.8 kilograms, but they're not fertilizing. Why not? That is curious to me. Is it because do I have some activity in here that's prioritized higher? I don't think I do. The only thing I have are the people down here with the ladder, but I have plenty of other duplicates that could be fertilizing, and they're apparently choosing not to. Yeah, the showers in the suit room would be neat. Take off the suit, take a shower, and then run out. My suit room's a little tiny. I put one shower in here, I guess. And then I can actually put the plumbing just to dump the polluted water out into this area. Is gardening turned off? I don't think so. Like in my jobs, you mean? I don't think so. Let's see. Compost. Disinfect. Mop. I don't know. You got me. I mean, they're taking care of these plants in terms of like harvesting them and stuff, but yeah, the mushrooms do need carbon dioxide, but they have lots of it. They're sitting in a pool of carbon dioxide. The issue is that they need slime, because they need slime as a fertilizer, and nobody's collecting the slime from these containers and then sending it in here. I don't think I'll lock these doors. That's auto. That's auto. I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm going to try maybe raising the priority on it and see if they'll do it. Go get some fertilizer. There we go. All right, so it just seems like apparently gardening's a fairly low priority activity for them. He just dropped off like 40 kilograms of slime really quickly. How can we prioritize a manual airlock? Only so that they'll lock it or unlock it at a higher speed. So you can go in and set the priority on it, and then if you tell them you want it locked, they'll do that before other activities, for example. We got around 2 dudes always running, 1 always cooking. Yeah, they're always busy. Actually, this guy here, I don't even need this thing right now. I don't think. Where's this connected? Oh, no, it is connected to the larger grid. Yeah, so you figure out of 10 duplicants, 3 of them are doing activities between producing electricity and cooking. That leaves us with 7. 2 of them we have digging down below. That leaves 5. Of the other 5, they're doing things like cleaning toilets, harvesting plants, eating, going to the bathroom, pumping water, cleaning out the wash stations, dumping polluted water. Maybe I do need to bring in some more duplicants. I'm a little bit reluctant based on the amount of oxygen we have in here, though. If I bring in too many duplicates at once, we could get into a situation where we're not producing enough O2 for them all. But I think we might be okay for a little bit. So maybe we'll put... How many more cots can we fit in here? We can fit 3 more cots in here. So let's bring in 3 more duplicates, maybe. We need some more manual labor in here. Now, it's going to take a little bit for them to show up. It's going to take 3 cycles now that I had the gateway turned off, or the printing pod. So now that that's activated, 3 cycles from now, we'll be able to bring in another duplicant, and if we get 3 more in, that should help a little bit with some of the activities I want. Destroy the small battery. It messes with your settings for the wheels. Really? It does? All right, we'll deconstruct it. Why not? I got big batteries anyway, and I'm not worried about saving the... I'm not going to complain about saving the heat. All right. Fossil fuels, not worried about that. Let's get the healthcare stuff taken care of. Focus build specific. Such slow progress going down here. I'm gonna put a wash basin in here, I think. Might take a while to get to it, but is it in a medicine? Yeah. I really want to play around with these sinks. So that I don't have to dump the water out. I wonder if I put a sink up here. I kind of want to experiment with it. Let's build a sink up here just as I want to try it out. And they're going to need... I mean, based on the number of duplicates I have running through here, it won't hurt to have another sink here anyway. Plumbing, we'll grab a little bit of liquid... Oh, actually, we probably want to pump here first. There we go, liquid pump. Gosh, totally blind today. I need more space. Let's take a little opening here. Throw a liquid pump down in this space. And we'll try this out. So I'll just take the polluted water that comes out of here, I'll pump it all the way over and we'll dump it into this space and see what happens. Another ruin and cold biome. Ooh, I didn't see that. Oh yeah, cold biome. Well, this ruin doesn't really have much. It's unfortunately just the doorway to nowhere. It's sealing in the poor little fart fish. Oh, look. Crude oil. We found oil already. Diamond. Okay, so I do know there's no use for diamond currently. Apparently it's really good at blocking heat and stuff. But you can't make anything with it yet. But look, these are the new animals they added. So these are the carbon dioxide. No, that's not right. Slicksters. There we go. Slicksters are slimy creatures that consume carbon dioxide and exude crude oil. I'm really hoping I can catch these guys in a trap. They're in an area that's actually not that hot. If I can trap some of them, it'd be really nice to have them up in the base. But, I mean, we gotta get to the point of even making the traps yet, which means we gotta find oil first of any reasonable amount. There's only a little bit here. I mean, in the meantime, I suppose I could set up a system to pump carbon dioxide down here to keep them fed, and then they'll keep producing crude oil for me. That would be okay. Yeah, the sinks are great, so the duplicates don't have to waste their time running around and emptying it. I mean, it will use up water, but... Unlike Markiplier's clickbait video. I didn't see that. That's funny. Bizlight is really, really insulating, yeah. Cold biome's right next to it. It blocks pretty much everything. This is all sealed off, so... we can get into that cold biome actually by building out this way and then digging down. And I really would like to get the stuff that's in there, so that's a good find. I'm just going to use ladders all the way across. That way I'm not blocking any of the like airflow and stuff that's here. And then we'll build, I don't know, we'll build a ladder like right down here. Which means we're going to need to dig out this way. Okay, so we found the oil and we found some of the slicksters. Ooh, there's more oil down here. Oh, this poor little guy's trapped in a vacuum. He's gonna die. Or something. Maybe not. The only thing he can do is swim in his own oily poop. Can't even eat. Just in a vacuum. That's not fair. Just found a new geyser on the map. I still haven't seen a single geyser in this map yet. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look, I mean, we've opened up a fair amount of map space here, and not a single geyser of any type. I wonder if I got a bad seed that just doesn't have any. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. That's what that is. You want to trap them? I think there's research for that now. Yeah, there is. The tricky part is, first you need to be able to make plastics. And then once you can make plastics, then you can make the traps and trap them. But in order to make the plastics, you need to get oil and then refine it. So it's kind of a long process, actually. I'll have to get there eventually. Session to save on resources. Place ladder floors on over every other square. It's great for maybe for resource saving, but not so great for running speed. They hop from ladder to ladder to ladder, and it's really annoying. But down here, I don't really mind. It's only 2 of them, and it'll save on other resources. I mean, yeah, you know what? Maybe they could do with going a little faster through here. Let's do. I don't know. We'll do a mesh tile, I guess, maybe. And actually, this little puff will start pooping out his slime here we can pick up. I guess that'd be okay. Saw that I suggested the game. He has a lot of games he's already playing. Ravenfield. Yeah. I mean, I've definitely seen people playing it. It's just not one that I've played. The hardest thing I find now is there are so many different games that I really want to play. And there's so many cool indie games that have been coming out. It'd be great to be able to play everything, but definitely it's oh, derpy pipe. Definitely it's a challenge. Even for the stuff that I already have on the go, I'm having trouble finding time. I'm gonna run this down beside the ladder. Into here. And we'll dump it, I don't know, right here, I guess. Hopefully they can reach that. I think it'll be fine. And then the only thing we need is power for this pump. We'll have our first working sink. That'll be cool. I figure once I have one working sink, then I'll just make some, I'll make 2 more. I just don't want to leave them without the ability to wash their hands. Asked Brogarth about this game being on mobile, and he thinks it would work with touch. What do you think? I mean, maybe. I think the tricky part is just that there's so much going on. I mean, you'd have to be like zoomed in like this all the time, and then it would be really hard to see things. So, I mean, theoretically, I guess it could run on a phone, but yeah, I don't know. It has memory problems even on a PC, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm very curious to see what they do with it in the long run. Anyway, oh look, there's more. There's more. Oh, there's natural gas down here too. 10.2 kilograms of it per tile. That's a lot. What's this? Oh, the mother load. Look at all that oil. Look at the oil. Now, there's a way to collect the oil. Or maybe it's only the oil geyser you need to cap. That could be it. I think it's time to start focusing on some research that's oil related since we found some. Let's get through to plastics manufacturing. And I'm going to need to amp up my power. Because I'm not producing enough right now. I think a good way that I can do that, actually, is we'll set up a power plant. What's a good place to do a power plant? So if I can do like a power plant here somewhere, maybe on this side. There's a lot of polluted water there. Maybe I'll do it under the base. Do a little power plant down here in this disgusting area. And then I could use the carbon dioxide that's being produced by that to feed our little slicksters down here who can produce more oil for me. Yeah, we struck black gold! Texas tea! That's a fairly decent pocket of it. I mean, 3 kilograms per tile. Now that... So I know they have like well caps and stuff, and I wonder if you have to do something special just to pick up the crude oil where you find it, or if those well caps are really only for like geysers that you might find. Are there like oil geysers you have to deal with? I haven't really looked a ton into how you harvest the oil so much, but I do know that it's really like it's like energy and water consuming. It's a kind of a big process. Oh, okay, that's what it is. You probably cap the oil reservoirs, and that's what takes all the water. But in the meantime, I can grab this. Assuming I can get over there. Okay, I'm going to hollow out down here, I think. We need a place for this polluted water to go. Although this is already breaking. If I igneous rock, I don't want to drown this poor guy in polluted water and let all the natural gas out. But I need to spread this out so I can get to this oil. Okay, so I'm going to... I don't know. Let's build a floor in here. Try to add a little bit of support in here. And we'll build a derpy ladder because, you know, every ladder's got to be derpy. Otherwise it's not good. And then I'll hollow this out. And that will give me a place that I can tuck away some of this polluted water. We'll let this flow down, and that should open things up so I can get in here and get this oil. That slime's not looking too healthy. Slime has gone bad. Don't eat the bad slime. They're finally digging out my second farm area. That's very nice of them. I'm gonna deconstruct this, though. You guys can dig all this out now, too. Ladders need to be derpy. They do. I build so many derpy things. 3 kilograms per tile. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? That's a ton of oil. Noise farm. They still haven't planted these. They're still awaiting delivery. Even though they have access to them. Again, I don't get it. I think maybe I just need to up my priority on these tiles here, but let's go like this. Hold on. Copy settings. I'm gonna we'll plant this whole thing. We'll see what they'll actually go and get. Oh, okay, so they're definitely gonna get the 4 that I have already. That's something at least. These mushrooms give really good kilocalories. That's the only reason I really want to grow them. Particularly if we're gonna bring in more duplicates. I want to make sure we have enough food on hand. In the meantime, the dupes will suffocate 150 kilograms of algae. No, we got 300 kilograms. We're good. Algae. Who needs algae? Oxygen's overrated. They don't even include it in this game. Okay. Where can I find some more algae that somebody can get that doesn't require a crazy spacesuit? I guess over here, but there's chlorine and hydrogen in here. That's a nice pocket of it right there. If I could dig right through the middle of this abyssalite, we can get to it. Let's deconstruct this. Sadly, this is kind of a slow digging task, so this is probably not maybe the best use of my time and resources. However, this will get us to this algae over here without too much risk anyway. That's like a risk-free tunnel right there. It's even insulated. Should make a hydrogen oxygen farm. Yeah, I should. I hadn't done it yet because I had a limited pool of water here, and I didn't want to burn through it too quickly. But I really do need to swap it out. And actually, there's tons of algae in here. What am I even doing? Why should I even send them after algae way out there when I've got tons of it just hanging out in here? Just dig all this stuff up. It's even laying on the ground in here. They're not going to get it. Did I lock this door? No, it's not locked. They're not really doing a lot of gathering tasks for me. Maybe if I increase the priority on these, and I know I've been doing a lot of little items that are higher priority, but if I increase the priority, they should maybe do those activities. Let's bring in another duplicate. Duplicate number 11. Who wants to join our colony? Let's see. We have a duplicate with an irritable bowel, a bottomless stomach who's anemic, or a narcoleptic who's germ resistant. I kind of like the germ resistant part. Although he has 0 immunity. What makes him germ resistant? Immune system strength plus 4% for cycles. So he recovers quickly, but it doesn't stop him from getting sick so much. Alright. Maybe we'll take the meep. I don't know. New dupe. New dupe. New dupe. Elizabeth Jackson. Congratulations. I saw yours first. Let's see. Shall we rank you the creative athletic or the all-around architect-y type person who's germ-resistant? I think I'm going to go with the person who doesn't have an irritable bowel. Although the creativity might come handy. Alright, let's go with this one. Elizabeth Jackson. Welcome to the colony. So hopefully the name will stay. We had a lot of trouble with the last time we played with them actually keeping the name, so I don't know if this is going to work. Alright, it's there. Whether it will stay there, I make no promises. Because we had some serious problems with them not keeping their names last time. But I think it was only maybe because I wasn't hitting enter after I put the name in or something. I don't know. I blocked the access going up. Did I? I don't remember doing that. No, they're all on default access. They can all go in and out. It should be fine. It should be fine. I mean, I don't know. It's so weird. They're treating the doors a little bit funny. I don't know why. Oh, look. Yeah, we got some slime lug in here. How about we disinfect the ground here? Well, can we even do that? I guess not. Let's just dig this up. Hopefully they'll grab the slime that's here and they'll either stick it into our little farmyard or they'll run it outside. Who made a mess? What's going on? Oh, both of the toilets are out of order. I don't have enough toilets. Ah, drat. Okay, you know, there's always something. If there isn't a crisis, we're not really playing. That's pretty much how my game works. I need more toilets, and I probably should put in some actual lavatories this time. New sponsor, Robert Feltz. Thanks so much for sponsoring, Robert. It's amazing. I appreciate everything you've done to help support the channel, because you've actually done a bunch of super chats and stuff too, and that's just awesome. Okay, so I'm putting the farm in here. I guess I'll put some showers up, or like lavatories and stuff up here, maybe? I don't know. I've got my supercomputer kind of in the way. We're almost done with the research, though, and then we can get rid of the supercomputer. Animal control, we get that out of the way, and then we'll get home luxuries out of the way, and we're done. That whole massive research tree will be all finished. That is huge. That's huge. Such a... Oh, we got more people peeing on the floor. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. They peed on the ladder. Well, look at that. We found some more water. Look at it. Now my pump is sitting in dirty water. I can't use that. Here, let's take this germy water and we'll just pump it up to the sink. You can wash your hands with that. It'd be like washing your hands in an outhouse. All right. Clearly, bathrooms need to be slightly higher priority. I wonder, can I actually fit them right here above the, Where's my plumbing? There we go. Yeah, they'll fit right here, actually. I mean, I don't even need to go all fancy. I'm gonna need water. We're gonna need water, but we'll put... man, that really stinks. Both in a literal sense and a figurative one. Alright, I'm gonna run a little... So I've got dirty water where my pump is. And you can't mop water that's down like that anymore, which means I'm gonna need to filter it. Okay, so I can set up a filter here. So, okay, hold on. Hold on. Rat. Where's my liquid filter? Okay, so if you put a liquid filter on the line right here... oh, we can't put it inside of an object, of course. You know, why would we want to be able to do that? That might work efficiently. Okay, I'll put a liquid filter right here. And we're going to set up the liquid filter so that the polluted water will go into the polluted water line. Fresh water will go into the fresh water line, and I just created a bottleneck where I can't... never mind. If I set it right here... why can't I cancel that? How about you let me cancel that? That would be great. There we go. No. Okay. Apparently, this is getting built one way or another. There we go. It's messing with me. All right, so I want to be able to set up a filter here so that I can take the dirty water that comes up through the line and we'll send it off automatically into the line for the polluted water down here. But I want to still be able to tap into it for fresh water. So I guess if I send it down lower here, then I'm going to have a really weird crisscross scenario. So the clean water will go in, clean water goes out, and then I'll just run a second pipe somewhere here. This is not going to be my sharpest looking design. So if I go this way, and then this pipe can go out and connect up here. And then I'll just... it's going to be really ugly, but I'll send like a pipe bridge behind here and we'll send some fresh water out this way. That really stinks. Deconstruct liquid pipes. Get rid of the one that's in the middle. Man, they pee in my water all the time. I really should just put some sort of a protection on there so it doesn't happen, but nevertheless, it happened. Just attempt to mop it up before you consume it can't be done. I have tried before, and... ooh, you can. Did they change it again? Maybe they changed it because it... oh, wow, that was fast. All right. Well, that's cool. I can get rid of this. You see what happens when you assume? Make a fool out of you. That's what happens. So when they did the Outbreak update, they changed it so that you couldn't mop large quantities of water anymore, but I guess they tweaked it back. I really should have tried it. You're right. That was silly of me. No, they did change it. With the Outbreak update, you couldn't mop big things of water, and yeah, maybe it was a glitch, but nevertheless, it was still changed. Just come out of the world immediately. Yeah. Well, I mean, was that the one who peed in the water supply? I don't know that it was. That person just got here, so I don't know that they had enough time to fill up their bladder yet. But nevertheless, somebody peed in the water supply. Somebody's poisoned the water hole. At least it's all mopped up now. They've dumped it out over here for the most part. Wow, they mop that super fast now. And they don't destroy, like, tons of water volume. Wow, that's way better. All right. Cool, so that means I can run some piping over here. I don't have to worry about that. We will need a liquid bridge right here. Input, output. Perfect. Send this one down and into here. Boy, this is a really weird setup. I'm gonna go down this way. Across. No. Oh, come on. There we go. Across there. Connect this one in two. And then this pipe across to there. That's gonna be a really sloppy bathroom, but it should get the trick. It should get the trick done. And then actually we can put a fancy wash sink here too. Or two of them, I guess, since we have access to water. Station. No, it's in medicine. Duh. Sinks. I can't put two sinks here. I can only put one because I have a vent there that's not connected to anything. It is connected, but why did I do that? I built the carbon dioxide vent there initially, and then I changed it over so that it was all going to go in the garden, and then I completely forgot to swap it back. There's a wall block in the way blocking the ladder to the top. Is that what it is? Yeah, there's that. So we can deconstruct that. But it doesn't stop them from going up here. 1, 2, 3. They should be able to reach that. They're just simply not... Oh, there they go. Now he's going through the door. Now he's harvesting. All right. That was so weird. I told them to do that ages ago, and they didn't do it. And it wasn't until they destroyed that one block that they decided it's okay to harvest in this space. No sense at all. It makes no sense. But they did it at least. Polluted water isn't as heavy as clean water. It also freezes at -20 instead of 0. Oh, our food storage box is full. We need another one of those. Should probably build that as a priority so that our meal ice doesn't sit on the ground and go bad. Give me the meal ice. Oh, we gotta get rid of this hatch too. You know what? I ultimately want to keep the hatches, but this guy's a problem. He's gonna be eating my food, so we're gonna turn him into food instead, and then we'll deal with other hatches another time. I know. I'm evil. We just ate a hatch, just obliterated him off the face of our comet or planet or whatever it is we're on. But nevertheless, he's not really providing any utility for me because I'm not even using him for coal right now, and I have others. We'll bid a fond farewell to the hatch later. Gotta have a diaper suit along with the exosuit, yeah. I saw an image, I think I said last time, I saw an image of a duplicant that was throwing up in their exosuit, and it would, like, the vomit just went, like, right through the glass. Oh, I wanted to prioritize down here, I forgot. I think there's all an 8, so our fancy suit-wearing dupes will run down there and do that work. I love those little suits. Those things are awesome. Look at it. They're even happy to wear them. Just skipping. They're amazing. Those are my favorite new addition to the game. Absolutely. Of all the cool stuff they added in, like, that's awesome. How's our air? Oh! Yeah, how about that air supply? That's looking good. I think I got this thing too far over in the corner now. We got lots of air over here, but it's not moving. I am definitely going to need to make more consistent power. I've let it go this long, but I need to have consistent power going, so even when they're not up running on the treadmills, they'll continue to produce power for all the things I'm going to be using it for. I've actually got kind of a lot of stuff connected now, including this pump that I'm going to be connecting. Because, you know, let's make a problem worse before we make it better. That's how you get things done. You cause bigger problems. Maybe not. That's what we're going to do anyway, though. Alright, so we've got that. We'll need piping, rather, for our fresh water over here. This can get destroyed. In medicine, we don't have a sink. Put 2 sinks here. This sink I want them only to use when they're leaving the bathroom. I don't care if they use it on their way, if they don't wash their hands on their way into the slime region. But coming back in, they had better clean up. Oh, look, temp art. We got more temp art. Weird. We need piping, though. Oh, man, I made a mess with the pipes in here, didn't I? All right, we'll do 1 pipe here, and 1 pipe here, and we'll do pipes down here. And I probably should have done this, instead of having this really derpy setup over here, I should have done the same thing. Oh, well, it's connected now. Lots of occupancy in the central area, just double up on that one on the left. Yeah, see, everybody's kind of hanging out over here, and this one over here I only put here because I didn't want to trap all the CO2 on this side of the room. And it's done a good job. It keeps moving it out. So, I'm getting the right result. Oh, and actually, I'm going to need to build up more of an oxygen supply in here. Otherwise, we're not getting enough pressure to grow plants in here. And that would be bad. Oh, there's muckroot. Nice. Free food. These produce too much heat. I don't want too many of them. I mean, alternatively, I could set this pump up just to pump oxygen over here. And basically be trading power for oxygen movement. 760 something, 700 something. I mean, it's not bad. Well, it's not good. Oh, look at all the CO2 in here. All right, we need to do something about that also. Let's put some airflow tiles in here. We'll get rid of some of this CO2 in here, hopefully. Let it go. Just let the CO2 go. There is oxalate. It's actually trapped underneath some water. Yeah. Oxygen's kind of always something you need. It's funny how that is. Breathing. Overrated. Shine bugs in the floor. What floor? Oh. Look at that. That's awesome. I made permanent lighting. Doesn't help the decor, though. Apparently, the floor sort of blocks their fancy decor effect. Oh, no, it is a little bit of a... The lighting is actually providing a little bit of a positive decor effect. That is ridiculous. I trapped them in the floor and made permanent lights. That's got to be a bug. I mean, it is a bug, but I mean, literally a bug. Like, it's not supposed to do that. So the colony built all the way up there, left it open so all the oxygen escaped. That's why he built the wall. Yeah. So when I had first cracked in up here, I put this wall to stop because I didn't want to pressurize all this space up here. And there's a tiny little thing of oxalate up here. And more algae. Man, why was I sending my guys way out here when I had algae there? Eh, well, whatever. We're going to need it at some point anyway, I guess. Make some algae trams for the CO2. I couldn't do that. Oh, I meant to do that down here, and then I forgot. A little hatch hanging out there. Where do I want the CO2? Now, the trouble is if I strip too much away, these things are going to come out of the... Sorry, I just had to cough. Oh, you know what? I'm letting my arrow out here, too. Man, I've got all kinds of problems in this colony. Airlock. I'm going to put... Excuse me. I'm going to put the algae terrariums over here. So it'll suck up this CO2, and we'll get the oxygen on the side of the colony that actually needs it. Ooh, we got another duplicate coming in. Who wants to be a duplicate? We have Nicola. Nicola enjoys digging and some immunity and playing around with medicine. She has diver lungs and irritable bowel. We got Bubbles, Iron Gut, Amphibious, Narcoleptic, Squeamish. That is a really awful combination of stuff, but she has 8 strength. Or we have the Grease Monkey. The Geese Monkey Gastrophobic. I'm not really worried about them not cooking, but that 8 strength is pretty awesome. That's really good for carrying stuff around. 120 carrying weight. We're going to bring in a Bubbles. He wants to be Bubbles. Bubbles, bubble, bubbles. All right. Sorry, I'm coughing a ton tonight, and I didn't think to have a drink at my desk. Let's make this one Blazing Chaos. Welcome to the colony. You can be a big fancy bodybuilder who's slightly squeamish and a narcoleptic. Just don't fall asleep while you're carrying, please. Please. All right, so we're up to 12 duplicates. I'm going to bring in one more. That'll max out our bed space. All our rooms are set up good, so that's fine. Algae, 5.3 tons. We seem to have found a little more algae. We're doing a lot better on the algae front now. Everything's much, much better that way. Actually, if I dig into this, I might as well let this oxalate go. Oh, they can't reach that. Oh, whatever. I'll just leave it then. How are we doing with our ladder down here? Oh, look, they've got this. They're starting to get this all hollowed out, and that's good. Once they get this finished and they get the floor down here, I can crack into this space. I'm going to want to try and capture these guys somehow. Wow, look at all the oil down here. Unbreathable gas. 134 degrees Celsius. That's fairly warm. You know, 200 degrees Celsius. No, this is good. We don't need suits down here. They can just swim in this stuff. It'd be like taking a nice warm bath. Slickster. Man, this is cool. I really want to get these slicksters. Let's put them to hard work. Okay. I want power. And for power, I'm going to need some temperature control. I need more suits. It just doesn't work to only have 2 duplicates that have suits. Yeah, sorry, I don't let people call future dupes. I just sort of pick them on the fly at each one. It gets too much. I tried that at one point when I first started playing, and I very quickly ended up with this horrible list that just drove me insane. So that went away, and I don't do that anymore. This I only want them to wash their hands on the way by that way. There we go. How's our piping? Do we have water and everything? Yeah. Looks like we do. Nice. Okay, so we've solved for the bathroom situation at least. We have a decent chunk of algae again, so we're okay in that way. So oxygen should be okay for now. I mean, they're not. It's not the most like the best pressurized colony I've ever had, but it's actually not that bad. Let's put some little vents in the floor. Let some more CO2 out of here. Why do the characters sound like R2-D2? They use this this device called a theremin that makes the sound effects, and you can use it for making like music effects and stuff too. Excuse me, but all the duplicate voices are done with this thing called the theremin, so they don't actually talk. Which I think is kind of neat. You know, you don't see too many games like that. Jeremy. Progress is so slow. Sometimes I wish they would just race to it. So that little oil geyser there is the only... Well, the oil reserve, I guess, is the only geyser-like thing we found. That's really weird. Even in the temperature overlay, I'm not seeing anything that's just on the edges of the hidden... Oh, what is this? Algae, polluted water. No, I'm not seeing anything on here that would suggest that there's any other geysers nearby. Obviously, there's another cold biome up here, because this abyssalite's super cold. Oh, well. Our water is starting to go down a little bit now, which I'm not super thrilled about. At some point, we're going to need to start cleaning some polluted water, and then we can use that to get some more fresh water. Maybe vents to the rooms, too, because they seem to get CO2'd. Yeah. So, ultimately, what I want to do is build an oxygen room up top here. And then I'll feed that with ventilation system that goes down into each of the 3 sides. Or, sorry, like left, middle, and right. And then that'll produce like a high oxygen pressure at the top of the colony and push everything else down, which is really what I want. And that would get me away from using the algae deoxidizers. My only concern is that at the moment, I don't really have a very big water supply. This one's going down relatively steadily now. And I'm only using it for a few things. So I'm a little bit concerned that if I tap into it too soon, I'm going to... Oh, there's no floor under there. That could be why. If I tap into it too soon, we might deplete all of our water producing some oxygen when I still have access to tons of algae. So I kind of feel like it might be a waste. I mean, I guess theoretically... Well, not theoretically. Realistically, I could put another algae deoxidizer over here. And this would get things... This thing would get, like, oxygen, like, super pressurized. But I've got a lot of stuff on this grid now. I'll be surprised if we don't have everything tapped out soon. Our research, I think, is all finished. Yeah, the whole research tree done. Yeah. That took a lot longer than normal, but we still got through it all. Cycle 44, and we have no research left. Slime lung appears to be airborne. In those, yeah, so slime lung will pass around anywhere that there's polluted oxygen. So down here, they're wearing those... Oh, good, they built that floor down there for me. Down here, they're wearing the special suits, so it's not going to hurt them any. Let's do priority 8 on this. And then we'll dig into here to let the water out so I can get to this oil finally. And then up top here, we're going to need a place to refine things. I don't know what kind of a heat production it's going to produce or anything else, so I think I'm going to try and keep it down in the bottom portion of our colony here. Just so that it's kind of in a space that I can kind of manage. Let's get our little hatch to fall down the floor. Let's take all this out. I'm going to build... No, this is going to be a little weird. We're going to have a little double floor in here, I guess. And we'll dig all this out. And I think this is where I'm going to try and do my refinery space. Sorry, but events you meant tiles. Tiles. I must have missed what you mentioned there. Lavatories produce twice the clean water they use, although it's polluted, it passes through. So yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense, but that's actually why it backs up now if you try to do a closed loop. So I generally haven't been doing that so much anymore. Man, my ration boxes are full again. I gotta stop producing mush bars. Stop that. Let's make lice loaf. That will condense it a little bit, hopefully. I need to build like a reasonable place for them to have. Oh, actually, now that I've got all this done now, I can deconstruct my wires. And then maybe I'll make them a mess hall over here. And then we'll have another room we'll have built. Let's see, we'll use a pneumatic door. And we'll use airflow tiles here, I guess, might as well. Nope. Ah, derpy. And then we're gonna need, we'll need 13 tables for them to eat at, ultimately. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just barely enough room to put all the tables in. That was 13 exactly. We're gonna need some artwork in there too. Okay, so that'll be our mess hall, which will give us another area that's that meets this room requirement thing, which is cool. But it's not Tuesday or Thursday. What is this witchcraft? Hi, Ray. I did make an announcement in the Discord that I was going to be streaming tonight. And on Thursday night when we played, because we were playing with the new update, I really wanted to get into it again before waiting until next Tuesday. So we started to stream tonight. Ta-da! It's a little bit of an oddly timed stream, no less. Normally, I would only stream. I stream Oxygen Not Included on Tuesdays, but we played like 3 times this week now. Man, busy. Okay, still going. Dig. Okay, let's check out this refinery stuff. So we need an oil refinery converts crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. Oh, natural gas. The polymer converts petroleum into raw plastic. Huh. So there's a gas pipe in. Are you kidding? Even if I get to that oil, I have to pump it with a liquid pump. I'm a little weird. For some reason, I was thinking I could like bottle it, the way they bottle water, and I could just send that up. But apparently, that's not going to work. So let's build our oil refinery here. So it's going to produce natural gas, but I don't think it produces enough to actually run a natural gas generator. It might work a little bit, but we'll find out, I guess. And then our polymer press, I think I'm going to put that up here by our, oh gosh. Yeah, I'll put it up here by our, but where we're making the suits. I'm not going to bother plugging it in yet, though, because we don't have any plastic anyway. But if we make the plastic, then we'll be able to make some traps and stuff, and then we can try to catch some things and bring them upward. What is going on there? The whole graphical bug. So many new things. Yeah, you're right. There's so many new things to play with. Even with the Outbreak update, there weren't all that many new things to play with. There were some new mechanics and stuff in there to play around with, but man, there's a lot in this update. Refine the oil. Was it fine before? Yeah, it was fine before, so we're making it refine. I think you saw the refinery requires a dupe to spin it. Oh, really? Hold on. Let's see. Let's try checking this out a little bit here. Refinement. Oil refinery. Let's see. Crude oil, 10 kilograms per second. Wow. Liquid intake, liquid output pipe. What liquid does it send out? I thought it sent out natural gas. Oh, the petroleum. That's right. All right, so we've got that. Oh, and it requires duplicate operation. Yeah, so it definitely needs somebody to work it. Produces 5 kilograms per second of petroleum, 60 grams per second of natural gas, and a bunch of heat. Wow. It's sucking in 10 kilograms per second of crude oil, but only making a little bit of petroleum and natural gas. So like half of it gets destroyed when it comes in. Well, that is going to make things interesting. Polymer press needs its own room. You think so? All right. Whatever. We'll give it a room. I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, this thing's tall. Let's put another floor in here. Oh, yeah. Derpy floor. That's right. I did it. Actually, I'm going to use an insulated floor in here. Oh, and we got our last duplicate coming in. Duplicate number 13. Let's see. We have, well, learning I'm not super worried about because we don't have research to do. Now, granted, they learn other skills and stuff faster, but I'm not super worried about that. Non-constructive or yokel. Oh, no. You mean they can't do research? Oh, that's such a negative trait now. We have no research left. I'm going to take this duplicate for sure. Who wants to be in the colony? Cryptic Rockefeller. That's right. We're getting in the oil industry. College Johnny. All right. Actually, Chevy 101 MC. You've been on the stream for like forever. And thank you also for sponsoring the channel. That's awesome. Chevy 101MC. I'm going to pick you. Come on into the colony. All right, so we've got 13. I'm going to turn this off again. That should give us enough duplicants to do a little bit of extra work in this place. Little bits, anyway. How are we doing down here? Nice. Okay, this is done. They've got that drained. We're going to need to dig some more of this out. Get more of that liquid to flow away from there. So what I'm going to have to do, I guess, is build a ladder down into here, and we'll put a pump in the bottom. They're only 3 kilograms per tile, and if it takes 10 kilograms per second of oil to run that refinery, this is going to get drained super fast. We have another pocket down here we could tap into. Man, that's going to be like a lot of little pump productions we're going to have to make. The oil reservoir is here, but it takes apparently a lot of water, like 5 kilograms per second of water. So, I don't know. It's going to be rough. I don't know that we're going to get a lot of oil out of this. I'm not really planning to run the colony off of petroleum at the moment because it just takes too much. But if I can make some plastic, that would be good. I want to try out those little traps and see if we can make a little farm. What recording software am I using? I'm using the Elgato HD60S, and I just use the software that's associated with it. A lot of people when they're streaming I know use OBS, and I really should try that out, but I haven't. Atmosphere, what's going on in here? Oh, man. First world problems. I've got too much oxygen. So this thing definitely caught us up. I'm going to disable this for now. And now we've got too much oxygen. I should have closed off this vent after I had... drat. There goes all of our mushrooms getting stifled. What can I do to get more CO2 in here? I guess I should start making power. We're going to need power to run this refinery anyway. And maybe I'll do a power room in here. Drat. Alright. I'll take this out. We'll make a power room in here. That'll get me some CO2 if I use the coal power generators. And then I can pump the CO2 into this room to fill up our mushroom farm and let it overflow out of this opening. And then our mushrooms will be fine. Atmos switch for algae deoxidizers. Well, they actually have a natural system that will stop them from producing oxygen when it gets to max pressure. So I'm not really worried about that. Maybe I'll actually, if I do an Atmos switch on this one, then I can just use it as a backup and say, hey, if it drops really low, then maybe turn on for a bit. I don't know. We'll see. The exosuit dupe. Won't the liquid pump overheat? Theoretically. Yeah, if we use gold amalgam to build it, then it shouldn't. Because it increases the overheat temperature by like 5,000%. So theoretically, we should be able to do it. I'm honestly not entirely sure that it'll work, but we're about to find out. Because there's got to be a way to move it. I mean, you've got to be able to pump it. Oh, hi, ladies game too. Yeah, you're a duplicant, and you're actually one of the duplicates that has access to the exosuit. I still want to make more of those, actually. See you later, Ironside Master. Thanks for coming to check out the stream. The oil is super hot. Yeah, it's like 85 degrees right now. There's other ones that are hotter, but the pocket that I'm going after is like 85 degrees. So not really ideal. I mean, you pretty much have to have the exosuit to go in there. Otherwise, your duplicates are probably not going to live through it. It doesn't do good things when you put somebody in like 85 degree temperature fluids. I'm going to use some insulated tile in here because this room's going to be hot. Actually, how do I don't use regular tile there, but I meant to use insulated. There we go. Okay, so that'll get me a space that I can do some power production in. I still would like to have... Yeah, just gasp it out, guys. You'll be fine. They're the only place where there's not really enough oxygen. Oh, and look, these things are even going to waste now. They're sitting above the CO2 level. So I'm gonna destroy these. Deconstruct both of these. We'll go down here. We'll deconstruct some ladder space. Where are we here? Deconstruct buildings. And instead, I'm going to throw some airflow tile in here. And I can put them down here instead. There we go. That way they're sitting in the CO2. That'll keep the level over here manageable. I mean, realistically, as long as the pressure stays high up here, it's not really going to be a problem anyway, but... Whatever works. Whatever works. I have 3,000 kilograms of oil per tile, not 3. Oh, is it 3,000 kilograms? Oh, jeez. Thank you for spotting that. Yeah, that's definitely a lot. 3,000 kilograms per tile. All right, so yeah, that's awesome. Wow, that's gonna be amazing. Okay, let's tap into this thing. I hope it's not pressurized. If we dig in here, what happens? What happens, I wonder? Okay, so let's prioritize this at an 8 for our wonderful EV suit people. We'll throw a liquid pump in here, and hopefully this will move the oil. I hope. I don't even know. Let's better make that of a gold amalgam. Overheat temperature is 75 degrees Celsius, but with this, it'll add plus 50 overheat temperature by making it out of gold amalgam, so it'll overheat 125 degrees. And this is 82.5, so it should be okay. It's gonna be fine, but we'll need to use probably insulated pipes. We got some abyssalite. I might as well make it out of that. G-E-L-L-O. Alright, so we'll pump it out this way. And then I'm just gonna use regular piping for the rest of it. Although, 82.5 degrees. Do these break under heat? I don't even know if they do. I don't think the pipes break. Whatever. We'll use a little bit of insulated pipe, but I don't think it actually breaks from heat. I think it should be fine. Had fun with that one a while ago. The CrypticFox could contain some CrypticFox. Oh yeah, the puns went on for a while. It turned into quite the long string of all kinds of cryptic rhymes. Man, there's so much I want to do. So I also want to send them down here so I can go after some of this wheezewort that's over here, because that'll come in really handy in this room. And I need to make a little ladder. Let's make a little ladder floor here so they can reach up and finish my ceiling. It's kind of a waste of resource. Hold on, I don't need this many. What am I doing? There we go. That'll give them enough they can hop across and they can finish the ceiling off. Need to get obnoxious to get me to notice. Yeah, that does work sometimes. It's really hard. There's 334 people watching the stream in YouTube right now, and another 34 in Twitch. So oil spill coming. Liquid soap. What happens? Is that under pressure? If I crack into that, is the oil going to come gushing out? I should probably watch and see. I guess I need to cap this thing off. I'm really curious to see what'll happen if we make an oil spill somewhere. Yeah, but with so many people in the in the stream, it's a little bit tough to keep tabs on what everybody says. I try to keep up, but I know that I'm definitely missing stuff. I get maybe one message out of 50. Ooh, shit coming. Is it pressurized? Is it gonna bubble out? No, it's fine. No, it's not fine. All right. Well, literally. Okay. Let's put a door up here. I don't know. I'm using airflow towel only because they're aquaphobic. So hopefully it will stop the oil from coming through. But I need some way to get in there. This is gonna be crazy. How much is gonna flow out of here before I get it stopped? That's impressive. All right. I should have paid attention to what you were saying. Oil spill. Clean up on aisle 6. Yeah, that's a lot of oil. That's you know what? Wow. All right, I've kind of let the cat out of the bag here now. I might as well. Let's make our door over here instead. We're gonna go with tile. No, I'll stick airflow tile over here. Let's just block this in for now. Oh my gosh, high priority. Let's get that a 9, maybe. We kind of want to get that under control. We're gonna mess up our polluted water with some oil. Save the ducks. Save the ducks. Look at it, it's going down. Pressure's going because it's all letting it out. That's awesome. Oh, and now they're sleeping. Oh well. Oh, no. All right. That poor Puffed is going to be... Oh, you know what? We're going to have to get some... What's that dish detergent they're using all the time to clean off ducks and stuff? We're going to get an oil-covered Puffed. We need some soap. Hurry. I really don't want this polluted water and the crude oil mixing together. That's not so great. Ew, that's gross. Look at it. It's actually blending. That's so weird. That is a lot of oil. Serious amounts of oil. I was expecting something like that from a geyser, but not really so much from just like a little space with the oil in it. But I guess it makes sense that it's underground and under pressure. That's Dawn dish soap. Is that what it is? Yeah. We'll get the Dawn dish soap in here. That'll take care of it. Clean up that Puffed. Actually, I might be able to use this door. If we dig through that security door, we could use this as the entrance point. And I guess I might as well cancel all this down here for now. No point putting a pump way down there when I can get tons of oil right here. That's funny. Alright, let's take this out. Then we'll have an access point. 2.7 kilograms. Man, that's going to keep flowing, isn't it? I really need to get a pump in here quickly so that I can actually make use of this. So I'm going to throw a ladder in. Where's my... We'll throw a liquid pump down here. I'll have to relocate it afterwards because it's going to get so that they actually can't... It's going to be too deep and they won't be able to go after it. Oh, well, actually, they have the exosuit. They could probably go into anything. What am I thinking? The door to nothing now leads to impending doom. Maybe they'll go through and lock it, and then they just won't go through anymore. It's still going. I think it might have... It's evened out now. It's not... the pressure's not increasing here anymore, so I think we kind of leveled it off. At almost 1,000 kilograms. That was cool. Oh my gosh. So, at least I know when I crack into another one down here. How's the pressure down here? 1,000 kilograms down here. So this one was actually like significantly higher pressure. Look at all these little guys. They're everywhere. Slickster City. These guys are cool. All right. Those are probably... you know what? How about you guys do this first? I wonder if they can even get through the security door. That'll be interesting. I need some wire. I'm going to make the wire out of gold amalgam. I don't know if it'll make a difference. Or should I make it out of heavy watt wire? Maybe that's what I should do. Just in case, because I don't want to have to come down here and fix this thing. That would stink. Oh, wait a minute. I can't go through there. I can't go through there because I need the special tiles. Where's our power tile? So here's our heavy watt joint plate. Allows heavy watt wire to be run through walls. So, oh wow. See, I can put it there though. That'll work. I can run it through a door. What's the temperature in here? In here it is 51 degrees. This is 80 degrees. Down here is 82 degrees, and the lower we go, the hotter it gets. This is 205 degrees. 319 degrees. Man, there's some hot stuff down there. I don't even know what's gonna happen with this. Okay, let me hopefully this little joint plate here doesn't get in the way. We'll see what happens when they build it anyway. We need to mark what berg here to help. It's from Deepwater Horizon. I did not follow most of what was in that sentence. Mark Wahlberg. That's what you mean. I gotcha. Yeah, it is like it is kind of like hell down here, isn't it? It's like all fire and brimstone, and down below that is lava. I mean, that's only... Oh, here we go. That's only at the oil layer still. There's still more below that that's just like lava, which is just like burning death. All right, so power supply. Let's grab some coal generators. Now, these are going to produce 600 watts of power each. So I'm not going to worry about heavy watt wire for them right now, but I'm going to build 2 of them. And I'll just run them on separate lines if I can. And I should probably do a little water seal here just to make sure that I don't let any carbon dioxide out of here. Actually, why do I care? Now that I think about it, I'm in a carbon dioxide city down here already. I'll just use a door. So, through a little insulation there. This room's probably going to get pretty hot, so I got to be a little careful with that. But I can use some of the power to run things down below and some to run stuff up high, I guess. But I'll use these to split out, and then I'll finally get my duplicates off the manual generators for a bit. Give them a break. They've got, like, super legs now. They've got, like, legs that are like tree trunks. If I build that there, how will they get through the door? Well, I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. I don't know if they can go through this or not. This thing goes through walls, but is it actually a physical object that can't move past? That's what I don't know. I mean, most other things, like even like the pump bridges and stuff, it doesn't seem to really be like it doesn't stop them from passing it. So I don't know. Yeah, there's a fair amount of dirty water down here. You know the trick that nearly saves you, the water airlock, where you put two mechanized airlocks horizontal. Oh, where you do like horizontal, or sorry, a vertical, two horizontals, and then another vertical. Is that what you mean? I haven't really played around with that. I mean, the water airlock works, but it does create some stress for them or whatever. Obviously, it's not an issue down here because they're wearing exosuits, and you know those things are kind of awesome. Okay, we have this thing ready, so I guess I should maybe get some piping ready for it. Here's our intake pipe. This is gonna go straight down our. Whoops! Oh, derpy! Come on. Send this straight down the ladder. All the way down. Man, this is going to take a lot of resources. It's a long way down here. Oh, nope, derpy again. Okay, so we can send this all the way down to here. There we go. That's a long way to go. Wow. We're going to need to send power all the way down that ladder, too. It's going to be a long run wire to get down there. So feeding here is bush bars. Keep a low head count with the research until day 56. Yeah. Bush bars you can go a long time on. I like the meal ice, though, or the meal wood. I still don't have a decent amount of CO2 in here, so the mushrooms are all stifling. But these produce, like, a killer amount of kilocalories, also. And we're down to 674 kilograms of algae. So I'll have to keep an eye. I'll keep an eye on that, too. Stream's been on for 1 hour and 26 minutes. Yeah, I normally stream for about 2 hours, so usually I start about 10 o'clock Eastern time, and I'll stream until like midnight Eastern time. My most common streaming days are Tuesday night and Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, and then every now and then I'll throw in other days. Like I don't always stream on a Saturday night, but with the update that just came out on Thursday, I didn't want to wait till next Tuesday to play it some more. So that's why we're playing this tonight, and then I'll also throw in like some other games and stuff I play too. So sometimes I'll team up with Kazi on a Thursday night, and we'll jump in and play something. It's a little bit of variety. Should there be wireless batteries? I don't know. I mean, someone was saying before that in the artwork for the game, they show the duplicates running, and the one of them's carrying a giant battery. It's like a big Duracell. So I don't know whether they're ultimately gonna have them or not. It would be nice to find a steam geyser. That it would, but how much space have I dug into here? And then there's no geysers at all. Just that one oil well. So I don't know. I feel like that's relatively close. I thought I was gonna have to dig a lot deeper down. When I found the lava before, I had to go way down. That's cool. Save the puffs. The poor puffs. We need some dawn. Alright, so power. I want to connect these things to a power grid. They're not going to be able to reach up there. So if I go this way, connect it like so. And then this one I'm going to send through the floor, and we'll connect here. And then I can just continue this wire on. I don't want to power that door. I hate powering the doors. Oh, no, derpy wire. Alright. Oh, now that I think about it, I've got all that heavy watt wire, and I'm not even going to need it. Maybe I haven't even started yet. No, they did. Drat. Okay, hold on. Let's cancel what I've got going on in here, wire-wise. And we'll just switch to regular wire. Cancel this thing. How do I cancel that? There we go. Cancel build. Wires. Can I go through? Yeah, I can't go through there. I'm not sure what'll happen if I just connect a regular wire into the heavy watt wire, but let's find out. I have a feeling it's not really going to be an issue because I'm going to be down below the power threshold, so it shouldn't cause a problem, but we'll find out. Get some more suits. I need to have more idle. Do I have more idle dupes? Are they just hanging around? Because they could be going out and getting algae for me if they're bored. Oh yeah, 5 idle dupes. Man. All right. You guys need to work. This is the whole non-working thing. That's not going to work for me. Or something. Okay, so if I break this up, though, then the people that are in the suits now may not be able... you know what? Oh, all right, let's deconstruct this. I'm going to try and do... So I have seen people on Reddit that said they had more than 2 of these things together. When we tried it on the stream on Thursday night, I had more than 2 of these and it didn't work. But it could have been some other issue and not necessarily the number of them. So I'm going to try and do 4 of them. And we'll see what happens. It might have just been that I wasn't supplying them with oxygen or power or something of that nature, so that might have been why it didn't work, but... CrypticFox Gaming, vacation time for the dupes. They demand vacation days. They're already got idle time. They're just sleeping around. Bunch of lazy slackers. They're taking their time building these coal generators, though, I'll tell you that. Man. Alright. We've got... No! No! Alright. A black hole ate my game. Fortunately, it autosaves, and they just slept. So when we go back in, it should still be there. In theory. Let's see what happens. That's cool, though. I mean, we have to expect some kind of crashes and bugs and stuff. It is the beta branch, so... That's pretty good. We made it that far with our first crash on cycle 51. But we'll see what happens. It's happening, yeah. It might all go downhill soon. Hopefully it won't turn into a big crash fest, because that would really stink. What do we got going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay. Try breaking that again. Okay, there they go. They're breaking that again. Let's go to... Where was it? Stations? Stations. Exosuit dock. Build 2 more of these, and then an exosuit checkpoint. And this I want to turn facing that way. Okay. And then we're going to need to add some ventilation in here. If I click on the right one. Like so. Hopefully this will work now. I honestly think it might have been a case that we just had the piping set up wrong for the oxygen flow and it wasn't getting oxygen in the other stations. But if this is the case, we might even be able to set this up so we have like 6 in here. That'd be cool. Someone's using it and disconnected that. That's why the game crashed. Yeah. Bugged with your exosuits and you kept crashing. Yeah, I think it might be a case of like, well, if we destroy the piece while something weird's going on, then you get a little bit of crashing going on. Oh, they're running by without even using it because the checkpoint's not made. So I really don't want them to get scorched down there. Let's set this as priority 9. That's going to be really important because down here, oh, that's all priority 5. What are they doing down there? Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. No, don't play in the oil. You silly people. All right. Well, I wonder if running in the like 85-degree oil kills the germs off that were on them. That would be interesting, I guess. What's going on here? No suit checkpoint. Okay. Ah, fun, fun, fun. Yeah, I should lock this left door. Let's turn on. Well, default will give people no permissions to go through it. Hi, stream, where you go? I don't know. Stream. Oh, is the stream lagging? I'm not getting a notice about lag. Oh, no. Lag. Bad lag, no good. Is everyone lagging, or is it just some people? Oh, it's fine for broken radio, so it must just be some people. I'm not getting any notice from YouTube about a bad feed, so I don't know. What's going on here? No, not configured. Okay, so this is request suit. Request suit. What else is it missing? Empty pipe. I keep saying empty pipe. I guess because it's filling up with oxygen? It must be really slowly filling with oxygen. That's not so good. Just drawing everything from up here. All right. All right, so hopefully that will get done soon. And then when we have the suits there, we can get them working outside a little bit. We're going to need more suits, though. So what have we got in here? 2 suits. The 2 suits. Reed fiber times 2. Hopefully we have access to reed fiber. That would be good, I guess. If not, there's some more here. I never did set up a reed fiber farm. I probably could have done that, I suppose. Oh, look, they're making the suit. Yay! Oh, I had enough reed fiber. Sweet. All right, so I must have just found some along the way. That's awesome. No suit checkpoint. Ah, see, I've still got that problem. What's not working here? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because these other ones aren't powered yet? No, they're all powered. No suit checkpoint. They all say no suit checkpoint, but it's right there. I wonder if it's just got to get it. Maybe it needs a suit in here before it will actually consider it as pending outfit delivery. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. It's killing me. Is it just because there's no suit? Is that what the problem is? We'll find out soon enough, because I am making another suit up here. Oh, they just dropped it. Don't leave it on the floor. That thing's expensive. All the suits are powered. They're all full of oxygen, and it's saying no suit checkpoint for any of these. This thing is killing me. Maybe the checkpoint has to be built after the rest of them are built. I don't know. I mean, you could be right. Let's deconstruct it and find out. I feel like we mucked around with this a whole bunch on Thursday, and I was hoping that we'd kind of gotten past it, and we did. I mean, we had 2 suits working perfectly fine with a checkpoint, but I hadn't seen people say that you could definitely use more, and that has not been my experience. So let's try this one more time. I mean, the overlay only shows 2, but that could just be a function of, you know, that was just the example they gave. But it's not powering up any of these things as having a checkpoint. So I don't know. Can you disable and re-enable the checkpoint or the stands? I don't know. I destroyed the checkpoint stand. We'll try rebuilding it and see what happens. Killing me. Yeah. So I have only had it working with 2 as well. I mean, you're right, but. It's not even taking the 2 that are right next to it anymore. Drop suit. Let's see what happens if I destroy this one. Maybe I need to like do 2 checkpoint, 2 checkpoint. Is it really a case where you can only have 2 maximum duplicates going out? No, see now even these 2 aren't working. Come on. This thing's killing me. They're full of oxygen. They're both powered. They have a checkpoint right next to it. Current status fully charged. I don't know. I don't understand. No suit checkpoint. Buildings need to be adjacent to a suit checkpoint. Let's try building a suit checkpoint on the other side. It's just so crazy. Yeah, there were more people watching the stream, actually. A whole bunch of people, I think, left when we ran into a little bit of lag, because we had over 300. And so I guess it got a bunch of people lagged or something, and a bunch of people bailed. So we're down to like 282 now. Yeah, these whole suit things seems to be a little buggy still. It's stuff they're still sorting out, I guess. So now this one has a checkpoint, and it still says no suit checkpoint. So I took a scenario where I had 2 working suits, and in order to make 4, then we made none of them work. I built the dock after. I don't know. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let's drop the suit here. Let's deconstruct this. We'll drop all the suits. We'll deconstruct the dock, so we'll try building the docks after building the checkpoint and see what happens. Well, it's new, right? I mean, this is still the beta branch, and there's a lot of things that they're going to be trying to sort out. So we're going to run into bugs like this. If we can at least figure out a way to, like, an order that we can put them together and get it to work, then that would be fine. Because we obviously had 2 suits working already. So, I mean, it can't be that, but let's do stations. We'll drop 2 exosuit stations in here and see what happens. Give me something. I mean, you know, I'm going to try... we'll do them one at a time. If I can get 1 working, we'll add another one next to it. Oh, they were all working on 1 checkpoint. Yes, I don't know then. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Maybe it just is. You have to build the checkpoint before you build the suit dock. I don't know. It's killing me, though. Oh, thank you very much, Evil Canuck. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. That's amazing. Appreciate the support from everyone. Now, this one's not configured, no suit checkpoint. It still says no checkpoint. This thing is not lighting up green. I don't get it. It's killing me. Now what? Oh, it was broken. What is going on there? I must have bumped in some bad gases. Oh, there's carbon dioxide coming in. Whoa, 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 whoa. How am I getting carbon dioxide up there? I haven't looked at my airflow. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So, about that algae. I still have 73 kilograms. Why don't I have any air? Oh, 74 kilograms. That's not very much. Oh, gosh. I think our colony just died. No, that's awful. I was still experimenting. All right, we better get some oxygen really fast. Let's get Priority 9 over there. We'll get a little bit of algae there. Where else have I got some algae? We got algae up here, and we've got algae up here. If I can get a ladder going there. Oh, we have algae over here. Let's make this our priority. There's a pretty good chunk of algae right here. And we'll get everyone focused in that same area instead. So that way I don't have people running really far away. This is bad. I think this may lead to the death of our colony because I wasn't watching. Yeah, oxygen is definitely not included in this colony. Oh my gosh. Chaotic Moonbase is right. So they'll start producing oxygen and then they can just huddle around the machine, hopefully. There we go. That is not something you want to do. I was too busy mucking around with the suits down there. I was like, and if it hadn't broken, I wouldn't have noticed. On the plus side, our dust caps are doing really well now. It's great. They're doing great. 5 air cleaner thing and open the room. You know what? All I have to do is build the air pressure back up again, and the carbon dioxide will get squished. But that's that was not pretty. I should probably turn this one back on too. Let's enable building. And we're gonna need a lot of algae, folks. Give me that. Give me all the algae you can get here. What is this? That is hydrogen. I don't really want to tap into that. Okay, so they got some of that, and now we can send some people up here and send them into this pocket. Man, oh man, that is that's really something. It's a good thing there's lots of algae in the game now, or that definitely would have been the end of us. It still may not do good things overall. Oh gosh, that was so bad. That's twice recently that when I've been playing, I've been inattentive to our oxygen situation. The first time it definitely killed our colony, and we had to go back and tweak it, but now... Angel of Darkness! How long have you been in the stream? I didn't see you pop in, but welcome. Nobody died, so I'm sorry, but you're still going to go hungry. Our oxygen situation's already improving. The CO2 will get squished ultimately when we build up enough oxygen pressure, but I gotta keep an eye on that. Oh man, I'm gonna be breaking my station down here too. This thing is still not working. No, it's auto repair. Disable building. I'm gonna try disabling it and re-enabling it. See what happens. It's really starting to kill me here. Disable that building too. Settlers are running short of breath, that's right. They lived, I mean, it's okay. We had big pockets of algae close by. If we didn't have that, that would have been game over for sure. That was an awful lot. Now, actually, I have CO2 trapped in here now, so I can deconstruct this. And then just throw a regular tile in there, and now we won't have that issue I had before where we lost pressure on our dust caps. So they'll be sitting in a nice little pocket of CO2, so those will grow fine. Oh, it's only 200 grams. That's low pressure. Of course it is. Why would it want to work out for me? When we get power production here, though, these will produce CO2 I can put in there. But man, oh man. Oh, look. Green arrow. Even though the building is disabled, it's showing that it's there now. Enable building. Enable building? Let's try disabling this one. Is this working now? Okay, apparently disabling it did something. I don't know why. Let's disable this one too. So weird. I don't get it, but whatever. As long as we get working suits in here, I really don't care. Well, we have one working suit. That's one. That's buggy. That's all right, though. Oh, it should be near. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm too busy staring at the suits, and I didn't watch the chat for a while. And clearly, I didn't watch our algae situation either. We're back up to 4,000 kilograms of that, though, so it's pretty good. Unplug it and plug it back in again. Works for everything. Yeah, it's like level 1 tech support. Have you turned it off and turned it back on again? If that doesn't work, I'm going to have to escalate you to a supervisor. So we have one working gate. This one's disabled, but still not working. Wait, disable building. There, try that. Look at that, it turns green after you disable it. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. Enable building, and enable building. And then we'll build another station in here. That's so weird. Whatever. I think somebody suggested that I try that too. And of course, I didn't do it right away because, you know, I'm brilliant that way. But whatever. As long as it works, I guess. Request suit, please. Oh, yeah. That's request suit. What happened to our power? Alright. Man. Chaotic. I mean, it's no future train wreck, but it's definitely the chaotic moon base. It's very well named. You're the cat from Sesame Street. One working suit. Two working suit. Let's see what happens when I finish building this one, whether it'll work. Incorrect suit checkpoint. Because I got this one here. Survey says. Not configured, no suit checkpoint, repair task assigned, no power. The thing's got all kinds of problems. No suit checkpoint. Hold on. Disable building. Killing me. Two working suits. No, the second one's not working yet. Well, this one was, but so weird. For me, it would say no dock nearby unless you built a checkpoint last. Well, yeah, I don't know. I tried building it last. I tried building it first. It just wasn't working for me, but I'm going to try disabling it and then re-enabling it. Let's request suit here. Please, oh please, do something right for me, game. That would be grand. It's like work. Just not working. All right, this thing's pumping like crazy. And it's only got, oh, look at that. See, our air situation's all sorted out again. I'm so sorry, Angel. No snacks today. No snacks for you. And even if you got them, they'd probably be germy anyway. Actually, the germs are like inconsequential now. I haven't done anything to manage germs at all. And there's been really no effect. The only thing I did was have them go down here wearing the exosuits, but I mean, that was really more about heat management, I think, than anything. The germs have kind of become like a non-effect now. Did the tile left top in the screen just pop out of slime? What? I hope not. Where? I'm not sure where you're referring to. Does the door to the coal generator need permissions? Nope. Nope, wrong one. Hold on. Nope. The default is that they can go back and forth. They're just not choosing to build in here. I don't know why. They're doing everything else instead, which I guess is okay because they're kind of tackling some important stuff for me. Okay, what's going on down here now? Let's request a suit here. Hey, look! Our puff came all the way up the ladder. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's just pooping all the way down the ladder. Cute little fart fish. Okay, this little checkpoint now, if we enable this, please tell me it says that all these things have a checkpoint. I hate my life. No suit checkpoint. No suit checkpoint. No suit checkpoint. Ah, boy. I don't know what's going wrong with this. Maybe the checkpoint can't be right against the wall. Maybe that's the problem. So I'm going to try moving it in a tiny bit. Mushrooms are forming a tsunami. Are they growing in wave pattern? A little bit. Those are the new patented tsunami shrooms. Patent pending. I'm going to try moving the checkpoint over and see if we can at least get 3 working. If I could get 3 working, I think I'd be satisfied right about now. Oh, the building's not even enabled. Enable building? Give me something here. Ah, this thing's killing me. All right, just deconstruct it. Man, it's like so much work to get those suits working. I don't know what the deal is. I think that's got to be a bug of some kind, but I really want to play around with the suits. We've almost got the oil ready. Like we've got the pump ready. We've got some piping. We've got some wire. We just need to finish the piping and the wire of this just short little distance of like 400 miles all the way up here, and then we'll be good. It's so close. I mean, really. Top left corner. Sorry, under the new oil distillery thingy. Oh, you probably saw the little fart fish pooping out slime. Okay, let's do... come on. Please work for me. Please work. Maybe it was just too close to a wall, and maybe that's what the problem is. Disable all the suit machines with the checkpoint, then re-enable all of them. Yeah. Alright, we'll see. It worked on the one that was over here. I don't know. We're about to find out, though. Survey says... green. Oh, it's green. Yeah! Okay, we got 3 working. Okay, we have 3 suits that work. We have 1 sitting on the floor. We'll call that one a spare. I'm not going to mess with that for now. That took way too much. I'm going to let them just make do with 3 suits. It's better than... No, and actually, I need to change my door settings now. Or do I? Yeah, I do. Okay, so I need someone else who can wear the suit. I want to make sure it's somebody who can dig, I guess. Alright, Chevy. You can come through here, too. Chevy's got, like, that 800 carrying capacity, I think. I think it was Chevy that had that. I don't remember now. Whoops. Somebody had, like, an 8 strength, and they're going to be great for carrying stuff around. So I kind of want that person, but... Make sure Plastic Maker is not in your base because it's too hot. Oh, does it produce a lot of heat? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have put it, like, right next to my food then. I haven't built it at all yet, but I can put it down below here. We'll make it its own little room. Right here. We'll dig a little spot in here for it. Throw a little tile around this little room. It'll be good. Everything will be fine. You can head right there. We'll see how much heat it produces. Probably a lot. Who's your next fastest runner? I don't know. Surprised I didn't hear of him sooner. Oh, you mean me? Huh. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, smaller channels, it takes a while for people to see them. Until you see something, you don't know whether you're going to like it or not, right? So, when you search around for stuff and you get a bunch of Markiplier videos playing Oxygen Not Included or Jacksepticeye or something, they have a tendency to show up in search results slightly higher than I do. Like, just the tiniest bit. And now nobody's going through this door again. I have 3 working suits, and they're not going... Okay. Priority 9. Give me the goods. I want some Priority 9 building right down here. We'll get all this Priority 9. For the 3 people that have suits, this should be the only thing they're doing. Except maybe pooping and eating. I mean, those are probably going to be necessary, but they're not going through the door now. These suits are going to be the end of me. They're just not cooperating. Need more gold for the generators, do I? It says it's just waiting delivery. I don't know. It's not even saying they don't have enough of it. Maybe I don't. But they're not putting the suits on, so I can't get them to go they won't go with the door. Oh boy. Prefer watching you play Cryptic, you actually know what you're doing. Have you been watching the same stream as me? Because this isn't going super well. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, like all the colony management and stuff, I have that largely sorted out. Some of this new stuff, though, I clearly don't have figured out. I didn't lock the left door, or did I turn off? Yeah, thank you. There we go. Default permissions were set to nothing. There we go. Why won't you run through the locked door? Just bang your head against it till it opens. Next morning, reload the game, post save, see if it gets rid of the bug. Yeah, I don't... Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, it's because they're wearing the suits. Whew. I was like, wait a minute, that checkpoint went red. No, it can't go red. Okay, they're running all over the place down here. This is cool. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just build here. Nope. I don't know what they're up to. They're going all over, but they're not doing exactly what I expected them to. Oh, now my... have I got a CO2 problem up here again? No, that's fine. We're good. We're good. Okay, so let's find some gold amalgam so we can get stuff built here, too. If I send duplicates out here, they can do some digging. They're going to get a little dirty, but that's okay. They can wash their hands on the way back in, so we'll get them to dig up this stuff. There's some nice gold amalgam hiding right here that we can get. And that should be enough that they can use to build the power generators. Have I seen Mark's first? He died on the second day. Oh, yeah, I did see the first one. It was funny. There was a lot of screaming involved. It was entertaining, though. I'll give it that. But, I mean, the thing is, when the game first comes out, there wasn't really much of like an instruction guide or anything for this game. So a lot of it really boiled down to experimentation and what you can kind of figure out through experimenting, which is kind of fun. I mean, it's neat, but it does lead to a little dying at first. Should take the suit tubes off sweeping until they get the digging done. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually. What do we have in the suits? So we have... oh, they're disinfecting also. Look, leave the ladder alone. You're wearing an exosuit. There are 3 of them. There are 4 of them down here. Oh, no, there's 3. Okay, hold on. So ladies game 2, Loki, Tiber, and Chevy. Let's go into the jobs. And we'll take them off of sweeping. So no sweeping for you. No sweep. And no sweep. And I also want to do no disinfect on these same duplicates. Because who cares if they disinfect the ladders and stuff? They're wearing an exosuit. Loki, and then ladies game 2. There we go. So hopefully they'll focus now on the stuff I want them to do instead of disinfecting things. This is kind of completely pointless for they're still picking stuff. Okay, they're picking up gold. That's fine. You do that. That works fine. Excellent. Do my bidding. I like the stream more than just Marks because you actually have a conversation. Yeah, that's just it. I mean, you know, I'm sure as the channel grows and gets bigger, it's going to get harder and harder to keep up. I mean, it already is at the point where there's enough messages going by. It's really hard for me to keep track of, but almost 400 Zulu. We're finally at a point now where we've almost got some power generation happening. That's kind of novel. Let's disconnect some wires in here. As soon as they finish that generator, and actually this thing, I'm going to prioritize it as a 6 so they keep it fueled. I probably should have some batteries down here for this stuff also. I'm gonna need a pump in here. Where is ventilation? Okay, we got a lot of power going into this power line now, so I'm gonna disconnect the wires here. We've got power feeding the lower power. This one will soon feed the upper power, which is good. I'm gonna need a gas pump to send out the carbon dioxide because that's gonna get really, really pressurized in here. Put it up here in the corner. No, actually, I'm gonna put this in the opposite corner. Cancel build. We'll put the gas pump over here, and I want to have it actually on a switch so that it will only turn on when there's a certain amount of pressure in here. So we're gonna need in the ventilation there should be an Atmos switch. No, there's not. Where do they put the switches now? Power. Duh. That would make sense. Atmos switch. We're gonna put it in here, so we'll only turn on this pump when the pressure gets to be a certain amount. And then we'll use some ventilation in here, which I'm going to have trouble reaching, actually, to send this pipe out. And we'll join it onto this so we can feed it into our mushroom farm. And that's a high-pressure gas vent, so it will allow for a lot of carbon dioxide in this space. The suits only take copper. Do you think they'll change it in the release on the 5th? I think they probably will. They've let us use like different metals for pretty much everything else, so I can't imagine they would keep it limited so that you only have the one type of metal you can use for the suit. I was surprised at how easy the suits were to make. I thought we were going to have to like make plastics and stuff in order to make them, but we didn't, which is kind of neat. Why is this saying there's no pipe connected to it? Oh, it's connected. All right. It's just not being run. It's fine. Go to beta for the update. Was there an update that came out just while we were streaming? I don't think there was, right? It'd be kind of an odd time for them on a weekend. This has been fun. I mean, our colony is growing. We had a couple little growing pains in there. Oxygen's back in a good position, so that's not so bad. We've got a little bit of CO2 trapped up here, which I'll need to do something about eventually. I could probably even just tackle that with a little gas flow vent there. We'll let it down below. We do have carbon dioxide in here. What's the issue with these things? Why are they stifling? Pressure. All right, but that's going to improve because we're now pumping CO2 in here. At least we will be. So let's see. When it gets above, I don't know. When it gets above 1,500 grams, we'll have it pumped into that room. That'll keep the CO2 kind of managed down here. Heat is going to be a problem, so ultimately we're going to need to get some Weezeworts in here to help control some of the temperature. Because these will just get hotter and hotter in this room. But for now, it should work out okay. We're at the point where we've almost gotten some... We've almost got this ready now to do the pumping. I kind of want to move a little bit of oil before we turn this thing off. But I don't have this connected up anywhere, so we're going to need power for it. It takes 400 and some odd watts for this thing. 480, is it? Yeah, 480 for this. Each of these take 120, so that's 240, 360, 70, so 840 watts, plus the pump that's down below here, which is another 240. We're actually going to go over the limit. Wouldn't you know it? Drat. You can't win. Touch the door and flood the base with CO2. Well, it's actually just the lower... yeah, well, whatever. It's fine. I'm going to have to set up a scrubber down here. I haven't bothered with one up until this point, but I'll set a scrubber down below here, and that way any of the pressure that builds up in here for carbon dioxide, when it ultimately gets let out, it should come down in here. So in here we're gonna use a carbon skimmer. That'll be in our refinement. No, it's in oxygen. They're making a lot of noises. Are they in distress? I can't tell. It's gonna use more water though, unfortunately. But we do have fresh water here, so I can take an offshoot of this. All the way down to here. We'll send a little bit of piping for this. Now here's going to be our secondary problem. Oh my gosh, look at the wastewater line here is just crazy. The secondary problem is going to be that I actually have too many things connected to the power line down here now. So I'm going to actually need to steal power from this upper level to feed this thing, which is going to make for just an ugly power grid. But you got to do what you got to do. Ugh, ugly power grid. I don't like doing it this way, but simple is better at the moment. So that'll give us something to clean up a little bit of the CO2 that's down there. Once we start getting that cleaned up, because this is going to start to mass produce it more than just them breathing. It will keep the CO2 pressure in here should be fine. And then anything that comes out of there ultimately can get kind of scrubbed. So our base should not get swamped ideally. However, we're at that point now. It's midnight Eastern time. So we're going to call it a wrap on the colony for today. And we'll come back on Tuesday night at 10 o'clock Eastern time to play some more. I really want to get some of that oil pumping, and we'll start making some plastics. And I want to build a creature farm next time. We'll catch some hatches and see if we can gather them all in one place, and maybe some of those slicksters too, so we can produce some oil up near the colony. I want to kind of see how that works. And that might be another place we can send the CO2 from our coal generators. Which would be kind of cool. And there's going to be a few things we'll have to play around with to get the oil refinery working, because it's going to produce natural gas that we'll have to deal with also, but it's not really enough to fully feed a natural gas generator, so I'm not sure how we're going to play with that necessarily, but we might be able to combine it maybe with some fertilizer makers so that we can produce some more natural gas and maybe get enough between the two to produce something useful. But thanks everyone for coming and checking out the stream. There have been a ton of people watching tonight, which is fantastic. If you're not currently subscribed to the channel and you want to follow along with the videos I've been uploading or any of the streams, then click on that subscribe button. And then I recommend also clicking the little bell so you get the notifications. Otherwise, you don't always get them. If you are interested, there is a Discord that the people who follow the channel use, and I go in there to chat as well. So we get a chance to kind of connect a little bit and just talk about all kinds of random things. Some of them have used it also to connect up for gaming, which is kind of cool. But the link for that should be in the description, both on Twitch and on YouTube. You can find that in the description of the video. I do appreciate everyone for coming out. Thank you to everyone who sponsored the channel tonight. You're all fantastic. And thank you to everyone who just watches all the time to support the channel and the growth that we've had so far. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.